What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh players? It's your boy JY Sharif. This weekend I'm at two regionals. I'm in Bristol at Excelsior Games, and I'm going to be in London as well at Europa Gaming Regional. And this weekend is a bit of a special one because it's the first time we're going to be playing under the new procedures. So 50 minutes on the round, and at the end of time, the game is over. There is no burning for time. There is no gaga cowboy or any of that nonsense. So I'm going to see what the players think about these new rules. We're here with my boy Tim the Goat. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm very well. Good to see you. So yeah, this is the first event with the new time rules and the new procedures. What are your thoughts? How's it been playing so far?
I think it's good. I think for the tier 2 and up events, I think it speeds everything up nicely. I think not having draws is really solid. We're at a small UK regional today, and for once, some X2s can actually make top cut, which is nice. Because normally that doesn't happen. Normally it's X11 or whatever makes top cut. So X2 being able to still make it's good. I do think it's slightly weird for locals because it's it makes it so people learning the game and who are a little bit slower or whatever testing out decks. Maybe it's not so good for that. So maybe they need to look into something for tier 1 events, I guess they're called. I don't really know. But I think for tier 2 events and up, I think it's a good change.
So overall, you think the new change is good?
Yeah, I think extra 5 minutes as well. I think that's good. I think it's a positive overall. A little bit controversial. But
that extra 5 minutes might not still be enough for some of you duelists out there, not throwing any shade to anybody. Now they've also changed how top cuts work for YCSs and higher level events. So there's no more top 64, no more top 32. It's straight to top 8. What are your thoughts?
I definitely have less YCS tops now, but
your tops have been errated.
All right.
How many tops do you have right now?
One.
So they still count. They still count.
No, I don't know. I think it's overall. I think it's a bit of a whatever change, if that makes sense. Obviously, there's 2,000 something people playing the tournament now. It affects less than 1% of the room in general, so just over 1% of the room. I think it's a little bit rough for those who are sort of on the cusp of topping, but not consistently crushing Swiss. Do you remember back in the day, Chris would go XO at every event or whatever? Obviously, he would not care. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one if X2 doesn't make it. I think that's a little bit unfortunate. 13-2 to not make it or whatever it is, because they added on some rounds, is a little bit rough. But I do think it's really good if it's your day and you're 50-0, you're crushing it. You have the best deck in the room or whatever, and you're just smashing everybody. Then it's lit, because you can't just randomly lose in top 32 or top 16, which is the worst when you actually, because I've placed in top 8 of Swiss at Nats and stuff before, and then lost out to somebody in top 32 who was 50th after Swiss or whatever, and that's rough. So overall, I think it's a good change. I think it's unfortunate if you come 9th, but it's always been like that, then it's unfortunate if you come 33rd, it's unfortunate if you came 65th, so I think it's, similar sort of thing.
Yo, Brad, tell me what are your thoughts on the new, the new policy, the new end of match procedures?
I think, it's definitely a more positive change. Definitely rewards those who are generally more consistent, removes or lowers variance. So I think people are usually just averse to change, but give it time and I think we'll start to come around and it'll be an overall positive.
Okay, so yay or nay, positive or negative overall?
Definitely positive. For cool. Yeah, definitely positive.
All right, cool. Now, one more. Yeah. What are your thoughts now on no more top 32, no more top 64, YCSs and all top tier events are going to be top 8 only? What are your thoughts? Tell me.
I've definitely catastrophized about that, about how it's even harder for middle of the lane players to top events and kind of get their breakout. But I think you could just look at it how Pokemon players look at it, where, you still have that prizing, you still have that sense of accomplishment if it matters to you, because, achievement is, that sense of achievement is subjective anyway. But I think it's great, everyone's still playing more rounds, they still generally get more prizing, and all it does is the single elimination is just smaller, that's it. Just change your perspective, that's all you have to do, I promise you, it's not that bad.
Let me know, what are your thoughts about the new procedure? We played around 5 rounds of this regional so far. Have you had any double losses? How has it been playing under the new rules?
So personally I haven't had any double losses. We played against each other. I think it just encourages people more to scoop if they think they're going to lose. You're not having that 40-minute game where you're constantly winning but you just can't kill. I think it just encourages the games to go a bit quicker. It's good.
No, I agree. I should have had a double game loss round 3. I didn't understand the rules. He was way up in life. I thought I just lost there, so that was my mistake. He should have. It would have been a double game loss, but I gave him the win purely because I didn't understand the rules yet. Then I got corrected later on, but I think they are better for the game. They're going to be really troublesome now, just because people are getting used to them. Still going to try and, but like you said, it's going to mean players scoop earlier and then just see the game and understand that they need to go to the next game or they're both losing.
So overall, this is a positive change for the game?
I think it's probably better in where it's going. It's a lot more controlly now. Games go a little bit longer, but you're not having that like 10-15 minute combo of turn one and then scoop. I think it's moving in a positive direction with the cards as they're coming out. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think right now it's a bit sticky, but in the future it'll be a lot better for the playbase once we kind of get used to it.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
I mean, right off the bat, I'm so happy that I'm not going to get burned in time.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like dogwood for game, and it's like you don't have to like complete rushing unless you both don't want to get the game loss, I guess. But usually it's you've got enough time for it.
Yeah, and you don't have to include like a slot in your extra row side that's specifically a burn card in case you go into time.
The YCSs and like the higher level events have changed. So there's no more top 32, no more top 64. It's going to go straight to top 8 cut. What are your thoughts about that?
I think that's strange. It's probably just to try and like get the people at the event quicker. I think we'll still have like deck lists that say like top 32 or top 16 because it's still a really good achievement. I think it's just sad they don't officially get to have that really. But it seems like they just need people out of the venue quicker and just need to like wrap up quicker. So, sure.
Yeah, I personally don't really enjoy it. I think part of the fun of Yu-Gi-Oh is having that sort of top 64 where you can just claw your way into top 64 and then win the event overall. I think that's really fun. They're making it similar to other TCGs where it is just got that cutoff. The extra rounds are nice, but I'd prefer just a big big top cut where you feel like, oh, you've made an achievement, you've made it past that line, and you can feel like you're a good player.
Yeah, you could actually like try to win from that. We are recording, Connor, if you want. But at that point, you could actually win, you could get into the top 32 even if you're like just scraping it. But now there's no chance. So.
I really appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks.
We're here with my boy Mini Fez. Artin, my guy, what are you saying?
Good,
How
bro.
you doing?
What's good? I'm good. You know, played Yummy on mine.
Yeah, yummy on my mind. Let's go. All right. So this is the first event with the new procedures, right? We're like 5 rounds into this regional. How are you finding it so far? What are your thoughts about the new end of match procedures and like the time on the round as well?
I think it's going pretty well. There's like no stalling. Games are going like really fast paced. The event's running very smoothly. Like every round is just going up straight away. So I think the new rules are really good for the game, personally.
So overall, positive change.
Yeah, I think it's a great change for the game.
Awesome. And now, another big change. So YCSs and top level events, there is no more top 32, top 64. It's strictly top 8.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's fine. The best of the best top. And like top 32 still get prizing, but it's only top 8 that play. So it's like, and there's 2 extra Swiss rounds as well. So I think like it's fine. Yeah, just if you're the best, you play the top card. Yeah, that's what.
Let's see, you play to win. Live and die by the sword. Okay.
Play to win.
So overall, you think this is another positive change for the game?
Yeah, I think it's a good change. But I think if there was like 1 extra Swiss round, it would be better because I think they added 2 and not 3 because it means if you X2, only like half of X2's top. But like if it was 1 extra round, then all the X2s were top. I think that's better for the game. But yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.